so excited because I feel like I've been kind of standing by as your journey started.
Yeah.
So I think the first time we met was 2021, and you were already very successful in Austin. And I remember there was just the beginning of an idea to expand and bring more team members and bring more areas. And then you won last year, you won Employer of the Year award.
hmm
Congratulations again. And
Thank
tell us
you.
now about Beth and Babysitting Connection. What's going on now?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I actually think we met in 2020.
Oh,
I think we were peak of COVID. You were just getting ready to launch Austin Businesswoman, and I think I was pretty new too, and you were a member for a while also. So we have just continued to grow and grow. We are huge in Austin. We have
wow.
about 240 fully vetted sitters here in Austin.
Wow.
We launched in San Antonio in March of 2021. We have, I'd say, about 40 to 50 sitters in San Antonio, fully vetted. And then in 2022, we launched in both Dallas Fort Worth and Houston. So, yes,
Congratulations.
thank you. The launch of a new city is, I had someone tell me early in business that, everybody always wants fireworks, right? You want it to just be this big explosion. But ultimately we're starting a fire. We're starting a bonfire fire. We want to get the embers going so it lasts long term. So I keep reminding myself of that. So we are very new to Dallas Fort Worth and Houston. We are really this year, our number one goal as a team. We're not launching any more cities. We are going to grow in Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston, and continue to grow in Austin and San Antonio. So that's what we're up to. So we just maybe have maybe a dozen sitters in Dallas, a dozen sitters in Houston right now, a few members here and there, but we're so excited to grow there and bring our services and our sitters to those cities.
It's phenomenal. I love the story and I love how many lives you've changed because for people who don't have little kids, they think, oh, babysitting, whatever, babysitting, you can just ask a friend, you can ask your friends, team
Yeah.
to watch your toddler. But then when you actually have kids, you realize that that's the most precious thing in your life. So you work with parents who are, I'd say, the most difficult consumers to satisfy. Like they will never compromise on quality. They'll never be like, oh, give me something like in between. I don't need the best sitter.
Right.
Like it's just my
Right.
kids. Who cares?
It's new moms and brides. They rival, the most difficult to
Exactly.
please, right? The highest expectations, the most difficult to please. I totally get it. Yeah. Yeah. So we try so hard to put out the best. We don't bring just anyone on our team. We allow for very little mistakes from our sitters. We understand if you run a little late or if your car breaks down on the way to a sit. I mean, that's just going to happen. But we don't want our sitters, sitting on their phones. We don't want them perpetually late. We don't put up with much from our sitters because it's our reputation. And not only is it Babysitting Connections reputation, it's the reputation of the other 300 sitters on the team, right?
Hmm.
So we don't want to mess up anything for that. So yeah, we try really hard to maintain a very high level of care.
Yeah, and I've seen your reviews. The reviews are all great, and so many people, so many families trust you not only with their, once a month, couple times a month, but regular help.
Yeah.
So people find way to, make it work with their hybrid lifestyle and working from home or working part-time, not from home, just having regular sitters
Yep.
coming. And I know that your sitters are also all vetted. They're not just people who want to work, but they
hmm
have to satisfy particular criteria. Some of them have special skills for special situations and families. Could you share more about that?
Yeah, yeah. So all of our sitters are going to be interviewed virtually by myself or Frances on our team. She's another mom who lives in South Austin here. They are going to be background checked, driving record checked, CPR certified, 18 and over, all of it. Um, So we're going to fully vet them. They're going to have paid childcare experience with someone. So being a big sister does not qualify as being a babysitter for us. You have to have worked in childcare. You have to have been a previous babysitter. And then we also have sitters who have experience with special needs, whether that be mild autism. We have had families who have had children with G tubes that we've been able to find care for them. And we know that there is such a need for infant caretakers and also special needs caretakers that we have done specialized curated trainings for our team on those topics. So last year we did a training with Sarah Morgan of Empowered Beginnings, specifically on infant care. Everything from breast milk to formula to safe sleep, all of that, changing diapers, all of that. We've also done a recent training with Joelle Barnes, an educator in ASD school district on special needs, and teaching tactics to de-escalate situations, redirect situations, help with transitions. So it is extremely important to us that our sitters have the skills that our members need. And if we realize, like that situation where we don't have enough newborn sitters or we don't have enough special needs sitters, we're going to do what we can and try to either find those sitters out there in the world or work to train our sitters so they feel better equipped to handle those situations. We also launched a nonprofit last year called BC Gives Back. And one of the big focus of BC Gives Back is helping provide childcare for children in foster care. So unfortunately, foster parents really struggle to find childcare because the sitters who watch their foster children, their children in care, have to go through a huge training process. They have to be fingerprinted. They have to go through training on medical dosing. They have to go through training on car seat safety. So we are working with Fostering Hope out of Austin to get our babysitters certified to be able to sit for those children in foster care also. So that's been a big push in the last 6 months that will continue in the future. We also, kind of as part of our nonprofit, we recently started working with an agency in San Antonio called Through Project. And these are parents who are either currently in foster care or have aged out of foster care. So we're providing these parents who can essentially be children with quality vetted care at a reduced rate. So we ask them to pay $5 an hour minimum.
Oh, wow.
And then our nonprofit covers the rest of it through project. So it's so important to me. I started this business, a lot of times people who start nanny agencies or babysitter agencies were babysitters or nannies. I wasn't. I was a mom, and I saw the struggle of finding babysitters, especially when I moved to Texas and lost my whole network, and really wanting to help moms and providing that peace of mind and quality care that you don't get through, that I didn't find in the other agencies and the apps and sorts of things that were currently out there.
Yeah, it's an amazing concept. Ever since I heard about it, I thought that that's what moms need, and that's a need that hadn't been met for so many years, because you usually have your options are either trusting one person to be your sitter, and they might not show up, or they might not want inconsistent work from you. They also want to fill their schedules, but you need them sometimes, not all the time. And then for moms also, if they still don't want to do full-time childcare, because some stay-at-home moms can't justify having daycare if they don't earn any money, but at the same time they go insane if they have to be with a child 24/7. And then there are things like doctor's appointments and groceries and everything. So it was virtually impossible unless you have a family support who can do it for you. So it's been just great to have like an Uber nanny. I don't know if that's something people call you, but it's the easiest way to explain it.
So I actually dislike being called the Uber of babysitters.
I'm sorry.
Because no, but it's totally true. So my thinking is, An Uber, you click a button and a random person shows up, right?
Hmm.
We take it a step further, right? So we are the Uber of babysitters, but you get to pick your driver, right? So you get
Hmm.
to pick your driver, and you get to pick what type of car they have and what type of experience they have. So when you become a member, you get to see all of the sitters that match your criteria, the ages of your kids, your preferred vaccination status, your location, and you get to read their profiles and pick the sitter that's best for you. So we often get called the Uber of babysitters, and the Uber of nannies, but I like to think we're even taking it a step beyond that and so much more personal.
Yeah, absolutely. That side is also very important because you know who's going to be coming and watching your kid. And
Mhm.
I remember using the system and I remember thinking that's amazing. You sometimes add details that are really nice, like someone who plays guitar or someone who studies theater or something,
Yeah.
or someone who speaks three languages. And I speak several languages, and it was a very big perk when we had the sitter who could speak my native language and that of my child. So it was like, wow, you get all that extra value that outside of that you could get out of an au pair maybe,
Yeah.
but not anywhere else. So
I
it's been
just thought, yeah. I just saw Anya said we're the Tinder of babysitters, which might be my new favorite thing ever. Because I mean, that's actually more true, right? So one thing we say too is we have 300 babysitters. Not every single one of them is going to be the perfect fit for your family, right? So
exactly.
don't go on that second date, right? Like pick a new sitter for that next date. And that's what is a great option about us too that makes us different is yeah, not everyone's going to be a fit. So if the first one, maybe doesn't vibe the best with your family, not the best fit for your kiddo, pick someone else. The world is your oyster, right? Like that's it. Anya, I'm stealing it. We're the Tinder of babysitters. Absolutely.
Yeah, by the way, for those who are watching, you're gonna get a special gift from a
Yes,
babysitting connection
yes,
if you watch till the
absolutely.
end. And I hope moms are watching us, or maybe people who don't have kids but who have friends, sisters, or whoever who needs to start. Because absolutely, until your kid qualifies for, childcare, but even beyond that, because childcare is very tricky. They have holidays, they have um, like quarantines when
Spring
someone is
break,
sick, in the spring break,
summer
summer
break,
break. Like that's
teacher
a
in
lot.
service. Yeah, no, all of it, all of it.
Yeah, I can say that Babysitting Connection was the sponsor of my business for like the first year of my operation, because otherwise there was no way for me to just work several hours a day and trust my kiddo with someone else. And
Yeah.
it's just been really amazing. And I know that you even provide overnight
Hmm.
sits, so it's really 24/7.
Yeah, we can do overnights. And another thing we do too that a lot of people ask about is we can transport your kiddos. So we have a lot of families that they need help from 3 to 6 o'clock, right? They need help getting their kid to swim team. They need help getting their kid to gymnastics. They have to work maybe not every day, but maybe there's days where they go into the office and work and need that help. So not only can we do overnights, but we can transport the kiddos. All of our sitters have clean background checks and driving record checks and are able to drive the kiddos around and get them where they need to be. And one of my favorite things also about that perk, my kids are a little bit older, they're 6 and 8. So we have some sits coming up over spring break. Take them.
Mhm.
Take them to altitude, take them to the park, take them wherever. We can absolutely do that. As someone, my husband and I both work from home. So having us both working from home and a babysitter and a dog and 2 kids, it's too much. So I love being able to send my sitter on adventures with my kids, go out to lunch, do whatever you need to do, but shoot.
Yeah, absolutely. Because working parents don't get spring breaks and summer breaks. That's
Right.
some gap in the system that nobody thought about.
Right.
And that's where the sitters come handy. Uh, where do you see Babysitting Connection in 2 years or 3 years? You said
Oh
that
my
for now
goodness.
you don't want to cover more cities, but that's
So
what you
so
said last time we
we
talked.
yeah, we did, I keep saying that, right? So we are now in the four major metroplexes of Austin. Um or of Texas.
Texas.
We have decided this year we're focusing on Texas, right? Once we start getting into other states, you know, we got to get different LLCs and paperwork and
Mm-hmm.
taxes and all that. So we're going to sit tight this year. We're going to focus on Houston. We're going to focus on Dallas. We're going to continue to grow San Antonio and Austin. And we're going to continue to push our nonprofit and find some other agencies to work with them. I don't know, in 2 years, it's so exciting because if we've been, you know, around for 3 years, basically 3 years and a month, I would have never imagined that we are where we are now. So I would love to add more cities. I got my eyes on Denver. I got my eyes on
No.
Charlotte. I got my eye, you know, I've done a little research. Who needs us? Um, Raleigh, Durham. I got some ideas out there. So just thinking about cities in the future. But you know, I want to maintain the quality that we're at right now and the customer service that we're at. I don't even know how you'd get a hold of care.com. Literally 512-200-4418. Shoot us a text. You're going to get a response during business hours. You're going to get a response in 15 minutes, right? An actual real life human woman is going to reply to your text. You know, there's no chat bots. There's no send a email to support at Babysitting Connection. So as long as I can continue to maintain the quality of sitters, the quality of care, my hope is we're going to continue to grow and continue to bring what we're offering to other cities. So who knows what 2024 is going to bring, but we're going to have to see how much butt we can kick in 2023.
Well, I'm sure it's only up from here, but I see Babysitting Connection being tagged on moms groups on Facebook all the time. So you get a lot of that organic marketing by happy parents and happy moms. And when someone asks, I need a sitter, I need to find childcare, flexible childcare, I always see people tagging you. And I know that that's your customer satisfaction metrics. It just shows how many people are using you, how many people love you. And sitters too, you won Employer of the Year. And
Yeah.
that's the hardest award to get because only people who work for you can vote for you in that category. And if people rarely love their
Yeah.
employers, maybe on, you know, salary day, but not usually not on any other day. So congratulations.
Yes.
It's really impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, it's important for us to be a great place to work too, and provide some flexibility for our sitters and a lot of fun, and you know, a fun place to work and great families to work for. So I think Nikki is in here. She is our social media and marketing director. She's going to share, I would do it, but I'm on my phone now, and Nikki is going to share a promo code for $15 off your first month. The code is all capital letters FBLIVEABW for anybody in here. So it's Facebook Live Austin Businesswoman, FBLIVEABW. And Anya, Tender or Babysitters, I'm gonna shoot you a message. We're gonna send you a free month of membership.
You go, Anya.
Yeah, I love
yes.
it. I feel we're actually currently in the process of redoing our website. Now I feel like it needs to be Tinder of Babysitters. We need to swipe right and swipe left for babysitters.
Congratulations. All right. Well, any final words, anything you want to tell parents, busy parents, and people who want to be a sitter, people who want to be in childcare?
So you can go to babysittingconnection.com. Tons of information there, all of our pricing. We have different levels of membership depending on your needs. All of our rates are set, no negotiation, no surprises. We do not take any cut from our sitters, so there's not going to be any additional fees or anything like that. You pay them directly at the end of every sit. And then for families, I just really encourage families to reach out. If you are hesitant, if you have questions, if you are a new mom or a mom who's never left your kids with someone before, call us. Just ask us any questions you want. We can give you peace of mind. We have done, I think last I saw, I don't think we're to 35 yet, but we've done 30,000 sits.
Wow.
30,000. So, you know, I can with a clear conscience tell you, you know, they were great sits. You know, did we have a sitter here and there who was on their phone? Did we have a sitter who was late? Yes, but like overall, 30,000 successful sits. So I can give you that peace of mind. I'd be happy to talk to any of you. Anybody on my team would be happy to talk to any of you and share about our team, share about what we look for in our team, how we work, how we handle situations, to give you the peace of mind that you need to be able to schedule that much needed date night with your partner, or to schedule that babysitter so when you work from home you don't have a 2-year-old, standing next to you the entire time. So reach out. 512-200-4418 is our number. Shoot us a text anytime. We try really hard to have some boundaries, so we're usually 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. We are in that phone. Try to let non-emergencies take a little longer on the weekends, but we're here. Just reach out. Any questions at all.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to see you, and wishing you growth and more happy clients and more, the globe is your oyster. So I wouldn't be surprised if 2 years from now you're somewhere in Australia. Who knows?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
never know.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you so much for having us. This was so much fun. I look forward to seeing you guys at some events too soon here, Olga.
Yeah, thank you,
All right.
Beth. Bye. Have a great
Bye.
weekend.